Here with head coach Brad Zelenovich of Southeast Polk. Coach, thanks for joining us here this week. Big win last week for you guys. The Milwaukee 31-28. Walk me through it. I mean, it was one of those where maybe could have been a must win, but big win against a very good Milwaukee team.
Yeah. We view them all as must wins, haven't spent a lot of time with, RPI. I know that's a talking point for a lot of people in the area, which is great because it creates excitement. But yeah, we were focused, we had a tough one against Johnson, looking for our guys to bounce back, and they answered the challenge and played really well early. And we're up 17 points on two different occasions, and kind of relax a little bit and let them get back in the game. But yeah, it was a great team win for our kids, and looking forward to another challenge again this week. Same deal, different week, it seems like. But that's what our kids, that's what they get when they sign up to play here. So it keeps us on his toes, and it's obviously exciting for everybody.
Let's talk about Dowling this week. My little nugget for you is you were hired in 2015. You've only lost to Dowling once, and that was the year that you came in. So you've had a pretty good record against them. Very good program. You've had so many good games against them the last couple of years, especially last year. What's the process going into this week? What does practice look like? Is there anything you guys have focused on? Because this Dowling team much different than what you guys have seen in previous years?
Well, yeah. I mean, first thing is they're a tremendous program, and have, coach has done a tremendous job of taking them, to an elite level in 5A. And you turn on the tape, and, we hadn't seen them a whole lot on tape in terms of, common opponents. It seems like their schedule, they followed us. So they after we play Valley, they get Valley. After we play, so you turn on the tape here over the course of last week, and yeah, it looks like a typical Dowling team in that, very physical on both sides of the ball, line of scrimmage. Their defensive front seven really jump out at you on tape, and that's been a hallmark of their teams. And young up front on offense, which is abnormal for them, but a tremendous tailback. A tailback driven offense. They want to run the ball, and playing two quarterbacks, and have some good athletes on the perimeter. So, to answer your question on if things have changed this week, no. The answer, we're business as usual. Um, you know, uh, we try and pride ourselves on, it doesn't matter the opponent, trying to put ourselves in position to go win games, no matter who we play. And obviously, when you think of Dowling Catholic, you think of a tremendous program that's had a lot of success, and our kids understand the opportunity, and they've won a lot of games because they've had a D on their helmet, and so we've tried to elevate our program to be in the conversations with the likes of them and some other elite 5A programs. And the kids who have come before the guys that are on our current roster have been able to do that.
Coach, you've won, 3 state championships in a row. You don't win that just because of one thing. It's multiple things. I saw a picture going around on social media this week of your quarterback kind of being the quarterback's coach for the JV team this past week. What is the leadership like? When you build a program like this, I mean, it's not just what happens on the football field, it's off the field. Can you talk about the leadership of your team on and off the field? I just thought that was really cool to see that.
Yeah. The older I get, we're very intentional. Everybody throws out the word culture and whatever. And the older I get, the importance of the people that you deal with on a daily basis, the people in your program, starting obviously with our players, but our coaching staff. We've got a tremendous staff, good continuity on our staff, and they do a tremendous job developing our kids, not only as football players, but as young men, and, statisticians and student managers. And I mean, it's a major organization. It's a major operation. And I take great pride in the fact that hopefully, you can put signs on the wall and slogans on T-shirts, but at the end of the day, your players have to live out the values of the organization, what they feel is important, how to treat people, how to work hard, how to be on a team, how to understand their role. And, in today's day and age, I think it's, as important, if not more important than ever, developing young people. And we've got a group of kids that really like being around each other. They like helping, and it's a prime example of, obviously, you mentioned the picture of Holden helping out, the sophomore quarterback who is learning from him, just like Holden learned from the guys who came before him. It's kind of, passing this thing down over years, and, kind of leaving it in a better spot than when you found it. And so we talk to our kids about that all the time. And and it's cool to see that. I haven't seen that on social media, but I'll take your word for it. And you know, looking forward to, you know, finishing this regular season out strong and seeing what, you know, what the end of the story is.
Awesome. Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck to you and the Rams here on Friday night.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.